they do here?
Well, the first thing they're going to do is win the tip. Give it to CB13 right down the lane. They're starting hot. I can already tell. They got fire in their eyes for some reason. Johnny in the red going to the left, little crossover with some defense, but then just chucking it up there. And then CB13 again with that pass, but then going into like a safety or cornerback getting the steal, and then USA gets the first points.
There you go. And we've seen really good coaching and quick turnarounds between these best-of-2 games so far. It's exactly what Cayman Islands need to do here, but USA picking up exactly where they left off with 5 quick points. And look at those 2 hunters right there. CB13 doing everything he can to get that steal. So we see a nice dunk at the other end. Cayman Islands on the board.
Woo, extra gravy, showing some extra fanciness. Going to the right side, Super C's. Unable to knock it down. Good offensive board. Going to sort up, but then one more time, CB13 can't knock it down again. Going down the lane. Super C's again with the steal. Just being a defensive prowess, being a true lock. But then, oh, that's 3 misses in a row. I think they had some popcorn, buddy.
Yeah, but Slaughter actually, I forgot to give him a mention there after game 1. Fabulous rebounding by him. As CB13 is going to bang home that open 3. Early advantage to USA. CB13. Look at the steals. Johnny Red out there picking the pockets, finding his teammate CB13. It's just Johnny Red and CB13 absolutely dominating as they hunt for those steals, Vince.
Hunting for a deal. They came with a purpose. But again, 10-2. Thank you so much for turning. Shout out to Lance Jefferson watching on YouTube. I appreciate you. You know, saying they had a let's go Cayman Islands, but it has a great USA team, yet they do have a good USA team. Super hot fire going one-on-one with the big fella, but unable to knock it down. USA's in the white. Johnny Red stroking it as his job, making it 13-12, starting it nice. All right, USA 13 going on this violation. Out of bounds, Cayman ball. So they still got it going on. To the right side. Trying to get it inbound. Island unable to knock it down. Chasing it. Gets it for the turnover. Then CB13 going for that 3. Unable to knock it.
Automatic as well. The pass was so good and so quick, Vince, that the camera couldn't keep up. And the camera nearly couldn't keep up with that high-flying Superman act of a dunk at the other end. The Cayman Islands have not disappointed in the aerial show, Vince.
I like it. It's like a circus. A little creme brulee, making it sweet up on those tight ropes. But then extra gravy just slicing the defense. I'm loving the coast-to-coast little midi. Stop and pop and let it drop. That's impressive.
Cayman Islands gliding in. Return to sender. That ball gets sent into the crowd, Vince. Nice defense here. They're going to make you earn that bucket if you try to drive the lane. Here come Cayman Islands with the inbound. Island boy back to Franzo. Super hot fire Cam trying to catch fire here if he can. Works his open shot. Missed, though. And straight back down the other end for another corner 3. USA do not miss. Seemingly, Vince, that rim is as wide as an ocean. You get another steal. So instinctful when it comes to these passing lanes and these steals. Look at that. Trying to pick that pocket, time it perfectly. And the hustle play straight back down the other end. Glorious comes. A missed shot, though. So double Franzo coming back the other way. Looking for a bucket of their own. Going to pull up baseline. But the defense is there again from USA as we go back down the other end. CB13 with an on-character miss. It's just end-to-end. My neck is hurting, Vince.
They're letting it go. They're letting it fly. Keep going, baby. And also a nice little full-court pass, 22-9. But then excellent stroke right there. CB13 live on Twitch. Still trying to extend this lead. You know, they're playing on a fast-paced game. They have no reason to take their foot off the pedal. But a great dunk from the Cayman Islands, ripping it down, getting some more points on the board.
And it is best of 2, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see the previous game scoreline there. Bottom of your screen, 135-72. It is quite the deficit to have to overcome, 63 points. That would mean that the Cayman Islands would need to win this game right here by 64 in order to get the win. And, well, USA Basketball, Vince, having none of that. In the light jerseys, they continue with this full court pressure, trying to get the steals. And I got to say, at this stage, the Cayman Islands have seen it each and every inbound. You simply have to have a plan B and C for that inbound. Maybe a typical press breaker is to have a man come down the sideline there, just as we saw the steal right there from the Cayman Islands. Or come to halfway with a big man. Once you start to break presses and punish the team at the other end, they'll stop pressing pretty quickly.
Yep, well, let's see how they're going to retaliate. Oh, another corner three, but unable to knock it down. Island, the big fella, has not been connected for the Cayman Islands. We got full, and as you said, still having fun. Everyone's trying their best. You got to be careful. Also, you can't get graded out. Some people have been graded out. You got to keep playing your game, but that's NBA 2K25 for you. You got to be nice. But going down here, the Cayman Islands getting almost a steal. Careful being the pass line, but look at all that scrappy defense. Trying to get that poke super hot. Fire unable to knock it down. But then that's the end of the first, and now we're going to the second.
There we go. And you can see there what a quick pass and some slow rotation on defense from Team USA does get punished. I think the Cayman Islands have to experiment here, because if they are going to face him again later on, maybe in the final tomorrow, Vince, they're going to want to have a couple more wrinkles in their passing game and in their offense. As we see, he attempted alley-oop to himself off the backboard. The big man will bang it home right there. That's a gutsy move.
That's confident. I like the confidence. I love it. I want to see more of it. Still playing out until that last whistle is blown. 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐷 going out the right side of the court, trying to get some handle. Good defense from CB13. Give it to the big man, but right there between two defenders of USA. And USA's in the white, Cayman in the blue. Mr. Island Boy 2K calling a timeout. Trying to reset, but he has been a factor. And I'm going to see how they're going to respond after this timeout, though. Because look at them. Still smiling, still playing.
Yeah, not too bad, right? And once they can just figure out a way to break that press, I think they're going to have a lot more success. Down the other end, two-handed dunk. Little man goes flying. Give me Spud Webb vibes right there. Nearly turnover from the inbound. As we see great hands in the passing lane. And obviously USA will have anticipated all of the Cayman Islands' favorite go-to motions and passes and are anticipating them brilliantly. So it is preparation, but obviously they're pouncing as well.
Yep. Shout out to Queen Rogue. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat. It's your first time watching. This is eFIBA Season 3. The top teams from all over the world are competing to go to a offline on-site event. This year will be in the Philippines. Last year we were in Jönköping, Sweden at DreamHack Winter. Fantastic turnout. Hundreds of different players have been trying to get a chance here, but only a few were able, to represent their country. We had 62 countries for this season. That's 1 out of 3 nations that's competing. So, again, keep watching. Find out who your favorite country is. We already punched 7 tickets out of the 8 that are going to go to the Philippines from different regions. And we're excited because USA has a chance to Cayman Islands, but also Mexico versus the Dominican Republic. Also, shout out to Aventadas 𝐼𝐴ngels Games. Mexico is in the house, getting ready for the next game after this. Mexico is showing some love, Chris. I hope they have a great time waiting because it's going to be fun watching them play.
Woohoo! Hola! Here we go. CB13 gliding down. I love the way you put that, Vince. I mean, when you break it down, yes, 62 nations, so a third of all the countries on the planet represented, every single continent showing up. As Johnny Red is going to bang home another 3, he's just automatic from the corner. But, for me, that's the best 300 2K players in the world. And then in person at the World Finals as we get a nice drive, but a hard foul. He's going to go to the line here. We have the 40 best players in the world. 40 best players. They have the 40 best human beings at anything in the world in one place. is special. So that is going to be a very special week right there.
Yep, left, right, getting it right. And shout out to Queen saying, love the commentary, appreciate you. I see that you're an NBA 2K baller as well, and we want some representation from my ladies. We'll just give a shout out to Amber Kraft Anderson, who was able to play last year on Team USA. And we want everyone to compete on this game and also show your talent on different platforms. And we love the comments, but also we could do better. Let us know. I'm learning about the takeovers, learning about the locks and the dots and the different verbiage that you guys use in the NBA 2K world. But I was a real life baller, so using my intelligence and basketball IQ watching this game is always fun. And Chris Simpson, a giant, can probably dunk on me if he tries, but I'm gonna swat it. He ain't gonna do it though easily. I ain't gonna let you do it like that. You know what I mean? But
no, absolutely. Both. Well, you're still a current bowler. I'm definitely the former bowler. I got a couple of years on Vince, so I'm the old man out of the two. But we're not quite yet the old man on the balcony from the Muppets, all right, Vince? You are still Kermit. But I'm keeping that seat warm up there for you. As we see more great defense here from Team USA. Yeah, I mean, what is fantastic about Pro-Am mode 5-on-5 that we're watching here is teamwork, is coaching, is motion, and obviously tactics. So many similarities. Yes, obviously we're watching a video game. This is esport athletes, but so many parallels to real-life basketball. And, of course, actually, the 5-peat champion team in Europe, Turkey, that whole team play basketball, IRL as well. So it just goes to show high IQ basketball minds representing their nations in 2K as well and making it look easy, mate.
Yeah, Amber is amazing. She's a queen of the game. I love her speed, understanding how to, find those wins and just get her talent out and about. It's just fantastic to watch. I am Wise, giving it to the big fella on the top of the key. Corner 3, unable to knock it down again. Chris, you talked about it. It's some open shots they got to get. But look at the back and forth volley. Steal after steal with the full court passes. Trying to get some kind of points on the board, but just hitting off the front and the rim. Stroking it. Not quite green. Slightly late. Slightly early. You're right there. And again, about 6 possessions. No cash out. What is this about? And then a foul to stop it all.
They're having about as much luck at the ATM as I am, Vince, okay? I'm just kidding. Back in my student days, maybe. Look, it's a tall order. Yes, they have the skills, clearly. However, they have to learn how to break this full court pressure from Team USA and punish them as well. Defensively, they just need to switch on a little bit. That would be. Look, I'm not trying to sound critical at all. That is the observation from my end. Easier said than done against the best players in the world. However, if we were to look at the shot map at halftime here, right, I guarantee you, the corner threes are going to be dominating. So you just need to decide to, like Bill Belichick style, right, take away their biggest weapon, make them beat you some other way. That is coaching 101, and I'd like to see them go back to the drawing board. It looks as though they're probably going to lose this best-of-2 opening game, but they may very well face each other again in the grand final, right? So you've got to go away and you've got to learn. That was probably the most impressive element, and the most impressive element of the coaching for the European region was the improvement of teams and the altering of tactics from game to game in best-of-2, so only 5 or 10 minutes to regroup, but definitely overnight scouting as well.
Yep, and going into the half, 27 points for the Cayman Islands, about 5.7 rebounds for Double Franzo. Island boy, the big fella, getting some rebounds as well. But as you see, just powering down on the points. CB13 on Twitch with 33 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 12 for 21 from the field, 9 for 16 for 3. And then Mr. Slaughter doesn't got to be in the boards at all when it comes to points, but is on the boards with 13 and 10 assists. I mean, possible if he steps up and get a triple-double. But this is a well-oiled machine. They're trying to show everybody they're trying to get a 2-peat. They already proven themselves in Jönköping, Sweden, but also had a very tough game against France. The second one, don't forget, was single digits. So if you get single digits with USA, it's a problem. Dominican Republic only lost by 3 in one of the games in the preliminaries, so you got to be careful.
Hey, look, it's hard to be 100% of the time, right? And you're spot on. And let's not forget as well, one of the coolest behind-the-scenes aspects of the World Finals are the scrimmages that happen before the main show begins. And when the Philippines put one up on USA in scrimmages, well, that was the talk of the town. Yes, we were there for DreamHack Winter, which means every video game and esport in the world is in the same building with what, Vince? A couple of 100,000 gamers, yeah? However, that turned a lot of attention, and there were a whole lot of what I would say is we see a glorious dunk there from CB13, a whole lot of neutrals gathering around. I mean, the stage wasn't even built. It was basically 5 PlayStations facing 5 PlayStations, USA facing the Philippines. But, man, it looked like they were fighting for their lives out there, and that gathered a crowd, and it was a special moment. And that's what it means, man, to these young men when they represent their nations, but also their brothers, you know. That's a scrimmage game. That's everything. And, yeah, USA, they're not gods. They do bleed, man. They can be beaten, but you need to be very special to do it.
Yep, it's possible. And also, again, shout out to everybody who's been watching. It's got to say, we're giving out NBA 2K25. If you click the link in all the watching places when it comes to TikTok, YouTube, and also Twitch, all you got to do is go to @eFIBA_official, click that beautiful post in which we're giving away 3 of them. And then you're going to tag 3 friends and also follow FIBA as well. And also, we are only about 10 more followers, again, 6,000 on Twitch. Come on, y'all. Press that follow button. Also, press that subscribe button if you really like it. Also, keep following us on all social media. And also, follow my man, Trumpet Monkey, a.k.a. Custodian Raider, on X. And I'm just Vince Chang 21. And let us know how you feeling, how you liking this season, and who's going to get that last ticket, and who may win the World Finals out of the 8 teams that are going.
It's going to be pretty special, mate. I love it. It's an early Christmas gift, if you ask me. We're going to know on December 12th who the best international 2K team is, the best 2K nation in the world. That's what's up for grabs. But before we get there, obviously, we need to crown the North America region champ who's going to be booking the 8th and final ticket. And I got to say, Vince, we were speaking about this in pre-prod as well, right? The 7 teams that have already booked their flights have a little bit of an advantage because they're all watching. They're all watching. They're all prepping for each other. But also, obviously, everybody looking at this USA basketball team.
Yep, tracking them down, trying to find a chink in the armor. There's always the Achilles heel to any kind of opponent, and USA has one. It's just that people got to put that work in, and France has exposed it a little bit. The Philippines exposed it. Dominican Republic has exposed it, but you have to continue piling on the points because they are a offensive prowess team. They want to kill you behind the arc. They want you to fight. Fire with water, baby. And that's what they want to, pouring it down, making sure they keep it going, as you said, just raining it. And then once you're able to slow it down, because they usually control the tempo of all the games, that's when you have to, take advantage of it. But as you keep saying, knock down your open shots. They give you opportunity. You really can't miss with this team. Yeah,
definitely. You're spot on, mate. You got to take them. It's that simple. I know that's the most obvious thing in the world. Make your shots, but yeah. When Johnny Red is dropping in 94 points on you, you need to be shooting green every single time. I just want to give a shout-out to him once again, though. Slaughter has been a menace on the boards, Vince, and he has created so many opportunities for this USA team. It's been tremendous. And yeah, he just has to receive some praise right there. His rebound count is phenomenal.
But let's say, come on, keep fighting, Cayman Islands. We're still rooting for you. We want you to come back, keep raining it down, 46-89. 34 seconds left in the third. Inbound play with the great jerseys. They're going on the right side. Super. Double O. Almost hitting a great offensive rebound by Cayman Islands. Going in the corner. Extra gravy. Can't knock it down. USA going.
Gets that user-friendly roll. I love it. It's like a cinnamon bun opening the door for you at the coffee house. Just a user-friendly roll right there. And we've seen so many of them on clutch occasions as well. Nice board from Super C's, who's going to throw that back in. Give me some Kevin McHale vibes right there. Here we go. Back the other end. Cayman Islands needs to start labbing now, okay? This one might be getting away from you as we approach the fourth quarter. But you got to be prepped. CB13, nice block. One more quarter and our best of 2 opening series right here, Vince. It is flying by, mate. I can't believe it as we see a glorious dunk. Okay, that was not 𝐒𝐿𝐵𝐿. Goodness gracious me, what a dunk. Back the other way here. Good foul though, slows things down, trying to pick that pocket.
All right, extra gravy, knocking down these crucial free throws. All points are good. I like it. Making it 50. Going down the court, as you can see, CP13, no hesitation, and that's another crucial precision play that USA has perfected from the inbound full court, able to have that pass accuracy in your build, because again, everyone's customizing their build to a beautiful Showtime dunk by CB13. Customize your build that's very attributed to your team. You got to have that pass accuracy, and they get that full court pass and then go right into their shot. But again, it almost equates to a transition 3 per se, which I love, because look, transition 3, you see it goes in, but also everyone's crashing down, gives a chance for an offensive board for a second chance play, and then that can really tear down teams mentally and, of course, offensively when you're watching the points just keep multiplying play by play.
And the anticipation on the transition and on the steals especially, Vince, is just second to none. They really are operating out there like a hive mind. It's special to watch. So the moment they're getting a whiff of a steal, CB13 is in the corner waiting for his 3, or Johnny Red. Either or, pick your poison.
Nice 3 by Cayman Island. Shout out to Ava. What's up, man? Saying Vincent Raider, what's good, guys? Appreciate you coming back. A lot of different players from all over the country. And CP13 goes in for a dunk and gets a body bag. Takeover ability. 𝐷_bomber is now here. And let's see if he's going to start shooting more instead of going to the rim. Pump fake. No hesitation. Ah, man, the commentator's curse. My bad. You should have made that one. But then back in the pass lane, as you see, swarming just like a hive. But Cayman Islands not hesitating, and they'll stroking the green 57-106.
Cayman Islands will be feeling a little bit better about the scoreline and this particular performance, but at the same time, you know, how much are Team USA potentially taking their foot off the gas. I love the bravery here. Slaughter with another offensive board right there, and it's just relentless. CB13, third time the charm on that particular possession right there, just making it look easy.
Making it easy. That happens with all that practice. All that coaching from Lance Sessions, full court right now. CB13, filet. Ow. Shout out to filet, man.
Loving it. Oh, and another steal from USA. End to end. CB13 in that corner waiting. Even had a man in front of him right there. It did not matter. Cayman Islands still have not found the code to crack this full court pressure from USA. And it really feels, as Vince, as though they're maybe scoring once every 3 possessions, the Cayman Islands, which means that USA can afford to give away the odd easy bucket. It alters the game plan tremendously. It's just going to be so hard to prep for.
Yep. 2 minutes left in the game. Also, shout out to Irving Acosta saying Dominican Republic. I got some friends over there from Santiago, the capital. You know, I've been to Puerto Plata, Punta Cana, but yo, when you're in the capital, you got that good mango. You know, you have a little sip of that mama wana. You know, so thank you so much for coming in. Your team will be playing next against Mexico. And they got some ballers on there, so don't turn away. And everybody's watching it. Thank you so much for watching eFIBA Season 3, in which we have a chance to have a team from the North America region go to the Philippines to be in a live event that will be joining Algeria, the Philippines, Brazil, Portugal, also Turkey, Saudi Arabia as well. So it's going to be a monster effect. And also from the Oceania, New Zealand, hopefully is going to be doing the haka. So a lot of competitiveness, a lot of rituals, and also a lot of exchange of cultures. And that's what eFIBA is trying to do, bring everyone together.
Absolutely. It's always a glorious treat to be in that hotel, meeting the players. The conversations are inspiring and hilarious. The camaraderie is very real. And then, of course, you and I, Vince, together again. It's going to be another once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're looking forward to it as we see a really nice baseline cut and dunk right there from CB13. Woo. I mean, they've just got so many weapons in the arsenal, mate.
Yep, me and you're going to be back like lamb and tuna fish. Delicious.
I am here for it. And, yeah, I think we've once again got to wear our matching Run DMC Adidas tracksuits. Here we go. It's going to look good. Look at the pressure from the inbounds. Now, that right there, that play right there, we got to take note right there, Vince. That was the fluidity they need, the Cayman Islands. Really, really nice.
But as you see now, just making it into a football game, USA finding the receivers in the passing lane and also going right to the rim, no hesitation, barely any dribbles to go through, and also going to the left side. And oh no, hold on one second. Wait a minute. Mr. Simpson, we got some people in the chat from Turkey, and I think they're talking. I'm going to start a fire. I think they're talking smack to USA, saying, yeah, okay, you think that's – I see what you're doing. Can't wait till you see us. Can't wait till you see us. You know, oh, man, the rivalry's starting. You know, Turkey has been chomping at the bits to have a chance to get at him.
Well, we touched upon this. So Turkey have a very distinctive game style that is as distinctive as this USA up-tempo. It is low-tempo when they want it to be. And, yeah, I can't wait to see those two well collide. I said, the French robbed us of that matchup last year. And Turkey kind of slammed the door on the French and said, you know what, you're not even coming to the World Finals this year, which was bittersweet for the French, but bittersweet for all of us, I guess. But, yeah, we're going to see those two worlds collide. It's going to be incredibly interesting.
Yep, and I got a question for Mr. Charles if we get him on the interview after this game, because he just did something that's incredible as well. I think he's trying to break some records. But Extra Gravy going for that mid-range, which I love, but unable to knock it down. A little pump fake from the big fella on two USA defenders. Give and go. Super C's. Duncan again got the marksman activated. Let's see about that full court pressure, and then that full court pass, and then that's it. We're now going, as you see, Mr. Boston, with the very serious, sheriff mustache, he's ready to play. I mean, this man has been on a Warriors gaming squad for a while. As you see the insignias, he's ready. He got all his jerseys. He's a pro, basically made for pros. I mean, meeting him in Jönköping, Sweden, he has a great head and shoulders, mature for his age, but his team come out on top again, but still got a lot more teams to play, in the North America, which is just basically 3. But there's people watching, and Mexico and Dominican Republic ain't going to make it easy.